I've been able to lose over 335 pounds, but I'm depressed. And I know how that sounds. And just based off that and what you think, it's true. I have some sort of mental issues. But honestly, unfortunately, in this day and age, who doesn't? I have never been diagnosed with anything, but I have had history with depression and anxiety. And as much as I was really hoping for both of those to go away, whenever I finish my journey, throughout my journey, some point throughout my journey, it is not going away. And at this point, it's something that I have to live with. And today is just one of those days where I feel a little overwhelmed. So I just wanted to make one of these videos where I sit down and am fully transparent with you on how I'm feeling, why I'm feeling like this, so it could maybe help you and help me because it's not easy. It's really just not easy. And I don't know really what to do about it. And I think that's the scariest thing. And I think I know what to do about it, but so just a little bit of backstory. I Hi, my name is Freddie. Online, my name is Big Body Big Dog. Most people just call me Big Dog. And in 2021, I peaked at the weight of 615 pounds from eating a ridiculous amount of food every day. I used to eat 14-piece family meals from Popeyes. It got to the point where I was not able to walk up a hill without being out of breath. I went out with friends to a lake, and going up the hill, my heart rate got up to 190, and I felt like I was going to die. After that, as well as going to my doctor and my doctor telling me that I was going to die before my mom, as well as a few other things, just a mix of things, but really my doctor telling me that I was going to die before my mom was the biggest turning point for me to start losing weight. So come 2021, whenever I peaked at 615, I decided to go on a weight loss journey, and it took me about 3 years to lose the 335 pounds. Once I got down to about 280 in the beginning of 2024, just this past year, as of filming this, it is currently April 10th, 2024. So about 4 months ago, I weighed in at 280. As of right now, as of this morning, I weighed in at 288. There are multiple factors onto why my weight has gone up since the new year, but a big driving factor of that is going to be my demotivation, as well as my lack of discipline, as well as my comfort level has gone up. To be fair, I have been training a lot with weights, and I have definitely gained muscle. I'm getting stronger while losing fat. So that is a factor in this, but that does not, despite the fact that I am still slacking and I could be doing better. And this is the part where I'm going to start showing you a little bit more into my mind onto I'm just so hard on myself and so negative. For an example, this past week, I really saw my mind in fruition, and I was just so sad at how negative my mind is. Like, naturally, I try to be such a friendly, nice person. Like, if you were to meet me in person, I try to be very nice. I try to give I try to give as many compliments as I can because it makes them feel better. It makes me feel nice. And unfortunately, my mind just naturally goes to a very negative point. This past week, I called my mom, and she didn't answer. And for one reason or another, my mind just went to the worst situation possible, and it just went like, she just passed away. And I don't know why I felt like she did. And I just got so sad in the matter of like 2 seconds. And I was sad for like 5 minutes until she gave me a call. And then when she gave me a call, I just felt relieved. And I was like, why does my mind do that? And that wasn't, not this exact example. That exact example hasn't happened in the past. But that's like an example of how my brain works. My brain is just so negative, unfortunately. Like, it's just naturally negative. And I have been trying to fight these thoughts. I've been trying to just do something about it. And at this point, the only thing that really helps right now is working out. And outside of that, it's just so hard. Now, a little bit of another backstory. The last year, before I get into that story, I want to just say something that I've definitely also realized how how I work. I'm very depressed when I don't have something to strive for. I don't have something fulfilling me. I don't think that I have had something fulfilling me for the past 6 to 7 months. Last September, I met my current girlfriend, and she went on a trip in October. When she left on the trip in October, I was still doing content creation. I was still working at my full-time job as a salesman. So I was working content creation. I was doing content creation and I was doing my full-time job. So I was working probably like 55 to 60 hours, give or take. But I wasn't really counting content creation at the time towards my work, because I do still like doing this. Like, this is a hobby of mine. At least it was. Now this is more of a job. And I'll get to that here in a second. So when she left on her trip, for the platforms, I post on multiple platforms. And the hardest one to get monetized on is YouTube. In order to get monetized on YouTube, you have to get 10 million views in 90 days on shorts and have like 2,000 subscribers. But the hard thing to do to get monetized is get 10 million views in 90 days. At this point, whenever she was gone on the trip, I was at 5 million views in like 50 days, 45 days, something like that. So I had like a month and a half to get another 5 million views. And my girlfriend, not yet girlfriend, but my friend at the time, when she was going to be going on the trip, my soon-to-be girlfriend, I should say, when she was going on the trip, she was going to be gone for 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm going to push myself to post as much as I can, so when she comes back I will have that done. So I had 2 weeks to get 5 million views on YouTube, and I was working full time. I was posting twice a day. I was full grind. I was working out once a day, an hour a day. It was full grind, and I did it. I hit the 10 million views in 90 days. I hit the 5 million views in 2 weeks, and every time I doubt myself, I think back on that. I think back on my weight loss, but I still just don't feel like it's enough. And I just don't think that it'll ever be enough for my mind. And it's really sad to me. It's really, really sad to me. Because I don't think there's anything I can do really to counteract that at this moment. Like, there's definitely nothing I can do right now. I feel like there are things that I can do in the long term that can help out. But it's going to take time. And that's the thing that I really have to remember is nothing comes fast. If it came fast, everybody would do it. There's a reason why good things take time. There's a reason why weight loss takes so long and why weight gain is so quick. Weight gain is so easy because it's easy. It's easy to eat. It's satisfying, right? It's rewarding in the short term. Long term, you'll see the negative side effects. Weight loss, on the other hand, it's really hard for you to lose weight, and it's really hard for you to see a bigger picture. But then when you start doing it, it takes a while to do it. But when you get to it, it's so much more satisfying than that 1 minute of eating the burger. You know, like it's so unfortunate how easy that. I feel like that analogy wasn't good, and I know that there's something there that I would just have to work on. But that analogy is actually not a bad one. There's a point I was going to touch on, and I'm so sorry right now, is obviously mentally I'm just not all here at this moment. And I will also say another big reason for that is it is the day before week 100's weigh-in. I have been weighing myself for 99 weeks. And I set off on the goal to get to the weight of 280 pounds by week 100. And I weighed in at 288 this morning. So I have like 8 pounds to lose in 24 hours. So that on top of just everything, I feel kind of overwhelmed. And I've thought about just giving up and quitting the challenge and just shaving my head. I've also tried to use it's unhealthy, so you should not do it because it's unhealthy cop out to just quit and go binge eat, you know? Like it's my mind just, it's so unfortunate how my mind works. But yeah. What was I saying earlier in regards to, and by the way, I'm not going to cut anything. If you watch all this, thank you. And I hope that a year from now I can make a video that is maybe reacting to this. Just saying like, damn, I've come a long way. And who knows, you might not even see this. This might just be, because this is something that I used to do, not with this camera, but on my phone. I have not hundreds, but like dozens of hours of me just sitting in front of a camera and talking to it as my journal. Because for me, it's hard to like sit down and write because my handwriting's not so good and I'm a slow writer. But so for me, journaling is not a good way to meditate. This is a better way for me to meditate. And I feel like I need to do this a little bit more. Because last time I haven't done this since I quit my job. And just for reference, I feel like I've said that a lot. I quit my job in January 10th. And this is why this is a big reason why I'm depressed. I quit my job on January 10th of 2024 to pursue full-time real estate and full-time content creation. I got an editor and he moved in. That didn't end up working out for one reason or another, and he moved out about a month later. Once he moved out, I broke a streak of posting every day that was going on for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, or almost 3 years, I think. And once that streak broke, I got really sad subconsciously because I let it go to try to up the content, to up the quality. But instead of upping the quality, I just stopped posting. I don't think I posted for like 2 weeks outside of my weigh-ins. I went back and deleted a lot of videos because if you go back, the last 5 months have been some decent quality videos, but most of it was pretty lazy uploads, if I'm being completely honest. And a big reason for that is I didn't realize how much a girl was driving me. I would always say that I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my health. I'm doing this for one reason or another. And I was, to a certain weight. I think that at this moment, I'm satisfied with my weight loss. And me having my girlfriend just made me very comfortable. I've been dating her for about 4 months now. We've known each other, 5 months? We've known each other for 7 months. We've been dating officially for 5, give or take. And I love her. I do love her. And it's the first girl that I have loved. And it's completely new to me. There were a lot of growing pains with that because the emotions I would feel with her were completely new. So the emotions that I would feel with her were strange. It was outside of the ordinary. I never felt like the emotions I would feel with her. So whenever I would feel them, I would get very overwhelmed very quickly, and I would get very emotional very quickly. And it was just emotionally draining. Like I would never cry. It was more just like emotionally draining because I was always overthinking on how not to fuck it up. So in turn, I fucked it up a few times, you know? And that's how it is. That's just growing pains with life, I guess. So once I got my girlfriend, my drive went down pretty heavily. Like if I go back and really think about last year, September, right before I met her, because I met her September 15th-ish, like 15th, 16th, something like that. August, September, I was like full grind, like no breaks. And I met her. I kept going on that train, full throttle. And then at a certain point, whenever me and her started really clicking, the brakes kind of start slowing down. And you know, I'm more than okay with that. I really am. I wouldn't trade the last 7 months for anything, because it has brought me a lot of happiness. I think it's just very fucked up because I really have enjoyed the last 7 months. But right now, it's just hard to enjoy the current situation because I haven't progressed as much as I wanted to. And it's nobody's fault to blame but my own, because my mind won't allow me to. And when I say my mind, it's me. I think that's the even more fucked up part. Every time this whole video, when I've been saying my mind, it's fucking me. It's me. And I think that's the most sad part. The only person standing between me and my mind is me. Every time I say my mind is not letting me, it's me not letting me. God damn. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. And I gotta say, I'm very grateful to be at least realizing this, because there have been times throughout my life where I didn't realize things, and it took me a long time to realize them. And because it took me a long time to realize them, it just got worse and worse. And then once, for my weight loss, for example, this is a fucking perfect example. I lost 100 pounds in 2018. I got to the weight of 315. 315 in November 2018. December 2018, I gave myself a month to cheat because it was the holidays, and I let myself go purposely to enjoy myself. I never hopped back on the train. And because I never hopped back on the train, it took tenfold effort to lose the weight again. So I'm so grateful that I'm realizing how much my mind is just, it's me versus my mind. Oh my God. Okay. That really just cheered me up. That really just cheered me up right there, because me realizing that is more than one step forward. That's multiple steps forward. Oh, let's fucking go. Okay, see, this is what this was for. This video was for that realization right there. Okay. See, and just like that, we're not cured, but we have a good foot forward. And I will also say I've been wanting to make this video, the title being, I lost 335 pounds, but I'm still depressed because I'm still depressed. Video for the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I was extremely depressed. And when I say extremely depressed, I'm not over-exaggerating with that. I was very sad. I'm not going to get into how sad I was, But just know I was very sad. And a big reason because of that sadness was because I wasn't progressing in life. The last 2 weeks with real estate, for reference, again, I quit my job in January to do real estate, and the last from January, February, March, I really didn't have any progression with real estate. Like I felt like I was just walking on one of those hamster wheels, you know. I was just going no. I felt like I was going nowhere. But the last 2 weeks has been very productive, and I have finally started seeing some success. And I hate that my happiness level is on success, but it is. And that's one of those things where it's me versus me. I'm the one that is allowing the happiness level be determined by monetary success. But at this point in my life, that's just how I feel. And a big reason for that is people around me, my mom, mostly. I feel the need to provide for her, and that's just a very natural feeling. So that stress is extremely overwhelming to not act on. Like I have to. I feel that I have to. You know, I have to provide for her because I have to provide for her. And those are just the cards that I was dealt, and that's what I have to do. But either way, it has currently been 22 minutes as of recording. I'm going to cut it off here. I'll try to do these more often, maybe like once a week. Just me talking in front of a camera. Just so maybe like for a few years from now, I can really just see how I have progressed. Because right now I'm 23. And right now is the pivotal point in my life where my mind is progressing. My mind is being developed right now. My mind is almost done being developed. So these years are crucial for my for my mindset. And I just gotta start pushing myself. So what we're gonna do is we had 24 hours to lose. Wait 1 second. I think you will be able to hear me over here. 1 second. I believe you're able to hear me right now. I'm going to weigh myself. So we have to get to the weight of 280 in the next about 12 hours. I'm currently 280. I'm 291. 290.7. Let it zero out. Come on. 291.0. 291. I have I have 12 hours to lose 11 pounds. See, that's just overwhelming, but I'm not progressing on that aspect just sitting here. I'm going to go for a jog. I think the plan is to jog 5 miles tonight, jog 5 miles in the morning, and pray that I hit it, because I really can't be going bold doing real estate. But if you have watched this video all the way through, you don't know how much that means to me, because retention, just the view duration, is the biggest factor. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like and follow if you are new around here. I will see you guys in about a week's time. I will commit to maybe not another one of these videos. Maybe it'll be a different type of video, but another long form video in a week's time. Maybe next weekend, or maybe this weekend. Who knows? But I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.